This is a video about protein shakes. Do you need them? And like, why would they be a good introduction to your diet? So this is just a video about protein shakes. Do you need them? What are they? Who are they beneficial for? Just so you can make a decision yourself whether or not it's going to suit your goal so you get to what you want, really. So like, what are protein shakes? Like, people tend to associate them with bodybuilders or athletes. Like, no word of a lie, I've had someone pull me aside in the gym before and tell me I don't need to take them. They're seen as like drugs. My dad thinks I'm taking drugs when I have them. So does my nan. But like, the reality is, most of us now, we have real busy lives. We don't have time to eat. And when we do eat, we tend to make the wrong decisions. And at the same time, we all want to be in better shape, and we want to feel better about ourselves. And without protein in our diet, we just can't achieve that goal. Also, being busy, it's not feasible for us to always cook a meal or just whack out a roast chicken in the office. We just don't have time to do that. It's very much a case of grabbing and go and convenience. Like, that shake that you have would fill you up. It would mean you'd make better choices, which then better choices would mean you'd get in the shape that you want. And couple that with the time that you've saved, it means that the whole process of you getting in shape becomes a little bit more sustainable. So like, what is whey protein? Whey protein is just an extract of making cheese. It's like found in milk. It's the cheapest form of animal protein, gram for gram, and it's incredibly useful by the body. It's very convenient as well, and that's a massive selling point. Like, in a busy world, like, convenience and price is always going to win. It's great for men, women, old people and kids. It's amazing for the immune system, so if you always find you're falling ill, it's great to bump that up. It can help with things like a fatty liver, and it's amazing for fat loss and muscle gain, so it's like a no-brainer for us to include this in our diet. But the benefits of whey protein are exactly the same as if you were to eat protein. So it's not just a case that it's protein shakes. If you eat meat, you'll get just as much out of it. And to be honest, like, I'd always favour you eating your protein rather than just drinking it, just for them habits, routines and rituals. Like, whey protein though is like really fast digesting, so it's great for recovery and great if you've got like a double day of training, for example. Like, if you're like vegetarian or vegan, like, you can opt for like a hemp and pea protein blend. Like, protein's great for exercise, like I said, and it's amazing if you struggle to hit your protein targets, which a lot of you, if you're starting your fat loss journey, your protein will be quite low, and I'll ask you to increase it up. And initially, a protein shake can be a great addition until you get to that point, so you start to feel the benefits of having more protein in your diet. And like I said before, it's amazing if you train quite frequently in the day, because rather than having like a full meal sitting on your stomach, like, protein's fast digesting, it's not going to sit there when you're training again later in the day. When you do make your choice, try opt for like a whey protein version. Don't get caught up in the diet protein fads, like the diet wheys, because like, whey is just pure protein. Like, you'll tend to find like the diet versions will just take out stuff and put other stuff in, and sometimes have more carbohydrates, whereas just like a pure whey protein is just protein, and there's 99 calories in each serving, give or take. So there are two types of whey protein. There's like something called whey isolate and one called whey concentrate. So like, whey concentrate, like, each scoop will contain around 80% of protein, and it's the cheapest as well. Like, whereas whey isolate, it'll tend to be called like whey isolate 90. Like, a scoop of protein is around 90% of it is protein, and the majority of that is like, because they've taken out like the fat, and the lactose has been removed. So if you're lactose intolerant, or you've got some intolerances, like a whey isolate can be a better choice for you, just to help settle the stomach a little bit. But like, for the average person, like, the cost versus the protein value, you might as well have whey concentrate and just have more of it, and it doesn't really make any difference. People tend to think, oh, because whey isolate's more expensive and there's more in it, you'll get more out of it, but you're still spending more. So it's sort of give or take, really. Basically, if you're consistent with like your protein intake, it will deliver the same result overall. In terms of which to buy, it's completely down to taste, really. So if you find a company that you quite like, that you followed for years and you like the taste of it, that means then you're going to be more consistent with it, and then you'll get the results. So in terms of which one do I choose, opt for a whey protein. If you like the taste of a company, go for that, and you're onto a winner there. Like I said, if you just try opt for like a whey concentrate 80 or whey isolate 90, and you can add that to your diet where it suits your lifestyle. So choice is up to you, really. As long as it's a whey, you're not going to be far off the mark. Things like the great things about whey protein as well, though, you can add them to things like you can add water to them or milk. So like I prefer water, really, because it's a bit less heavy on the stomach, and a lot of protein shakes now tend to mix better with water than they do with milk anyway. And like some people, if they add milk to it, you might feel a little bit more bloated, whereas water is a lot lighter. But if you do add milk, remember to add the calories in the milk as well, because that's going to bump it up. But like I was saying, you can add protein powder to things like your yogurts, porridge, and like in the mornings. You can even, I've seen people add them to cereals and stuff. Not for me, but you could do that. Just to bump up that protein value. But remember, protein equals more calories as well, so it's quite easy to get caught up in that. Don't fall down the trap too much of like protein bars, though. A lot of people think, oh, increase my protein intake, I'll have a protein bar. But what they'll tend to put in protein bars is like, it's not just protein, you'll have other stuff in there as well. So a protein bar could be 200 to 300 extra calories in your day, whereas you might as well just had a Twix, which is less calories. So it's quite easy to get caught up, or because it's protein, it's healthy, but it's not always the case. Whereas like a protein shake's just 99 calories and it is what it is on the tin. It's just about testing and adjusting, really, while you find sort of what works for you. Like personally, I like to add like water to my protein shake, and I'll have it as a snack in the day. And if I'm busy and I don't have time, I'll just grab one quickly. And that's just my little routine, really. Like I quite like it in the afternoon with some fruit. It's just down to preference. If that protein shake means then you don't make poor choices later in the day, then it's going to be something beneficial. But don't believe all the hype that's out there. Keep it really simple. Opt for like a whey protein. You don't need to spend loads of money. Choose a brand that you feel comfortable with and you like the taste of. Be consistent with it and substitute it in your diet. Don't replace, substitute it in your diet so that you keep yourself on track on those really busy days, which that consistency over time is going to yield them long-term results. So yeah, nice and simple. All you need to know about protein, really. And if you've got any further questions, just reach out and ask. Thank you.